Assalamu alaikum. Today we shall discuss management and administration. That will be the first video on the subject of management. We are starting a new series of videos on this subject. So today we shall get understanding of what is management or administration. These two concepts are interchangeably used because more than 80% of the attributes they represent are the same. There are minor differences around plus minus 20%, and we shall talk about it afterwards. First, let's understand the 80% part of management and administration. It basically refers to the use of human and non-human resources to achieve some objectives. In other words, management or administration, it refers to the basic human activity which every human, from kid to old fellows, young and the mature human beings, all make use of human and non-human resources to achieve their objectives. Or in other words, humans use their own and other human beings, their own abilities and the non-human resources to achieve the objectives of life. Living by itself is an objective, and humans use human resources looking for the things which are needed for the life, using non-human resources to achieve the objectives. So management and administration basically refers to the basic and to the primary human activity of using human capabilities, human powers and the non-human resources to achieve different objectives of life. If that is the definition, we can see that it is available in every human being by birth. It is like the system software in the computer which activates the computer and its parts, and then we upload different application softwares to use the computer for different purposes. Likewise, humans have this system software of using human and non-human resources to achieve different objectives. So we train them in different professions, in different activities, so that they can become capable to use human abilities and non-human resources to achieve different objectives of life. So if that is what already exists in the human being is management or administration, then why we are talking about it, why are we taking it as a subject? It refers to the fact that every human being knows how to use human and non-human resources to achieve certain objectives, but when somebody is trained, professionally educated and given knowledge about all the aspects of management from professional point of view, then they don't simply make use of human and non-human resources, then they make systematic use of human and non-human resources, educated way of using human and non-human resources, trained mode of using human and non-human resources to achieve a diversity of objectives. What we mean by systematic? Systematic means scientific. In management, in social sciences, both the words are used interchangeably. Systematic refers to scientific, or scientific means behaving systematically. When we say systematic, then how can we understand that a plan is going systematically or a person is operating systematically? Then we have to check whether in the activity there are predefined steps and predefined outputs of every single step. That is called planning. So if the managers, administrators, they proceed in this manner, that first they sit down and plan the activities, what steps will be needed to use the human and non-human resources to achieve the objectives, and then what will be the output of every single step. This way of working or this way of using these resources is called systematic. Now, how the managers become systematic, in which manner they behave systematically, we refer to them as the functions of management. Like the old type or list of functions for the manager are planning, postcard, planning, organizing, staffing, directing. That CO represents four functions: controlling, communication, coordination, cooperation, reporting, budgeting. Other scholars have also discussed that influencing is also the function of the manager. Then influencing was given another name called leadership, because leadership means influencing the people. So by adopting these tools and techniques, planning is a tool and a technique, and it is based on a lot of research by the relevant people, experts. So when the managers they do planning, they go according to the standard methods and procedures, or in other words, they are behaving systematically. So management is as a profession, as a subject, management or administration refers to the systematic use of human and non-human resources to achieve certain objectives. You can see that human resource means physical workforce, labor as well as professionals, knowledge workers. Non-human resources include many of these things. To conclude, the definition of the management administration for a layman and as a professional expertise, knowledge and skills, I will conclude with a fact that it is actually the objective which gets the name for a particular management. For example, if the objective is to manage education, then we call it education management. If it is about security, then we call it security management or administration of security. If the objective is to run the government, then we call it public management or public administration. So the targets of management and administration are the use of human and non-human resources to achieve the objectives of life. The trained and professional educated people, they behave systematically and they do exactly the same thing, but through training and professional standards and on the basis of their technical knowledge. Now, come back to the difference between management and administration. We shall use this table that management is more scientific while administration is artistic. Management is specialized in a specific area while administration is general, or it is concerned with the specialized area plus many other things. Management requires transactional leadership. Transactional means going according to the rules and regulations. While the administrators, they prefer transformational leadership where humans are given more importance or humans are given priority over the rules and regulations wherever possible. Next, management is machine orientation, or it is machine oriented, or it believes that organization is a machine and works in this way. But administration means that organization is a human being as well, therefore along with machine, human factors must also be considered and taken into consideration while making any decision. So this side, management means it is performed by a manager, while the administrative side of the management and administration is that it is performed by the leaders, who is management plus. So that is the difference in the sense that management refers to the scientific knowledge, and for example, manager finance will be expert in the specialized area of finance, while the marketing manager or the manager who has specialized in marketing is has scientific and as well as specialized knowledge of marketing. So these are the differences as well as the common points are more than the differences. We can understand the same thing in a different manner. That is, management is the point where from the management people enter the organization. Finance manager will be working in his own section, marketing manager, operations manager, public relations manager, and then there is middle management and top management. These managers, when they become seniors, then they are given the responsibilities of controlling not the section, rather more than one sections. As this duty starts, it is called administration. So administration is different from the management in the sense that management actually provides scientific knowledge of using human and non-human resources, while administration gives plus knowledge or additional knowledge about how to use human beings more as humans than as machines. So we shall continue talking about these major dimensions of management or administration at some length in our coming videos. Khuda Hafiz.